Oh, Claire, darling, I don't think I can bear to leave all this. Gardenias in February, water like warm velvet. Not a TV aerial, not a supermarket in sight. Pure, blissful heaven.
Yes, it is lovely. Not without its problems, though. Oh, it has been such fun seeing you again, Maggie. Must you really go this afternoon?
We can't all play at hotels in the Caribbean.
Hey, Harry, fix me a Hawksworth special and a gin and tonic.
Yes, sir, Mr. Brigham.
Have you got the register?
No, Mr. Brigham, you had it in the office.
Well, just get it for me, will you?
Maggie, I'm afraid Aunt Alicia's joining us again for lunch.
Oh, I had hoped to avoid the old car for my last meal.
I know, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for you, darling. I've only had to put up with her for a week. I mean, she's not even your aunt. She's your husband's aunt. And Giles is dead, darling.
Yes. It's not misplaced loyalty, Maggie. I have to put up with her. This place is mortgaged to the hilt. We're months behind with the payments. Unless I can persuade Aunt Alicia to advance me some of the money she's left me in her will, we'll have to sell up.
She's left you everything. But what about Giles's brother?
She reproached poor Patrick for years for not marrying, and when he finally did, she took a violent dislike to his wife. She never made any secret of the fact she intended to leave all her money to Giles when she died. And then, of course, the unthinkable happened.
You never told me how Giles died.
Nothing very spectacular. He had a heart attack. He worked too hard. He was terribly overweight.
But why are you in such trouble? You must be raking it in.
No, we're not. This is a seasonal paradise. For 2 or 3 months, we do very well. The rest of the year, we might just as well close down, especially with the political situation on the island. Well, if that improves, and if we can borrow from Aunt Alicia, we might just scrape by. But things certainly aren't going to be easy.
Did Aunt Alicia die?
With the compliments of the manager.
You invented this?
I perfected it.
Try it. Everybody gets one on their last day.
And one of these.
Oh, Mr. Brigham, how kind.
We issue one with each Hawksworth special. It gives Madam something to do when she's on the ceiling. Miss Hawksworth, you'll find the ladies by the pool.
Ah, thank you, Mr. Brigham.
This is lethal.
Blame the manager. I told you Dave was a barman in Bridgetown before he came here.
You're in love with him, aren't you?
Don't you like him?
Darling. He's almost criminally gorgeous, but I wouldn't trust him an inch. Oh.
Good day, Claire.
Aunt Alicia.
Miss Patton. Shall we eat at once?
Yes, but I'll thank you.
You'll kill yourself, Miss Patton. All that sugar is pure poison.
It's going to be a lovely way to go.
There's no such thing as a lovely way to go.
Well, I shall work it all off this afternoon. I've promised myself a lot of swimming.
In the pool.
You always swim in the sea?
Naturally. I haven't come 4,000 miles to swim in a freshwater pool. I swim from the jetty. I like to dive in.
Is that quite wise? At your age?
Oh, it's quite safe inside the reef, Maggie. Giles had danger signs put up to stop people going too far out. Would you like some honey for the cider vinegar?
Oh, thank you, dear. Ah! Miss Patton, since you'll be in London tomorrow, I wonder if you'd be kind enough to post this letter for me when you arrive.
My pleasure.
It's my cat, you see.
Mrs. Bradley's a cat?
Mrs. Bradley is my housekeeper. Whenever I'm away from home, I make a point of writing to her every few days. She's devoted to Monty, of course, but she does have a tendency to neglect his diet. I like to send her a few reminders. I've enjoyed your company, Miss Patton. It's not often one has the opportunity of meeting one of the smart set. Do have a pleasant trip home.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Oh, water off a duck's back, darling. You're the one that has to cope with your back. Oh, still, if she's leaving you all her money, and she can't live forever.
She seems to be having a very good try at it.
Oh.
Why are you so gloomy?
Whatever else you are, you're no accountant. I should never have let you loose on the books.
Do I detect a note of censure in Madame's voice?
My eyes were wide open when I took you on. I wasn't so besotted by your charm I couldn't tell a pirate when I saw one.
No battles were fought, sweetheart. You invited me aboard.
I needed you. And not just to help with the chores. Yes? Well, where is he? Oh, rubbish. He can't have left. We always have a limbo dancer on beach barbecue nights. I saw him yesterday. All right, all right. I'll come down. Idiots. I'm going down to the beach.
Come on, let it wait.
Oh, darling, come on, not now.
Why not?
For heaven's sake, it's the middle of the afternoon.
Well, it's the best time.
Busiest time. Haven't you got any work to do?
Well, just who is pulling the strings around here?
Not you, Dave.
What?
Afternoon, boss.
Good afternoon, Charlie. Frank, get me the key to the mailbox, would you please? Right. Would you like a beer, Charlie?
Would I like a beer?
Harry? Beer for Charlie, please.
Yes, Miss Oaksworth.
There you go, Charlie. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. These for me.
Yes, Mum.
See you tomorrow, Charlie.
Right, boss.
It's been a real pleasure.
My dear? Dear, such news. Where have you been all afternoon?
I'm sorry. I had to go into town. Has something happened?
Indeed it has. This afternoon, I received a telephone call from England, from Giles's brother.
Patrick rang you?
My dear, the most wonderful news. Sheila has had a baby, a son. The one thing I've been longing for all these years and thought would never happen. A Hawksworth heir at last.
Oh, I must write and congratulate them.
There. I knew you'd understand.
Understand?
Now, my dear, I don't want you to be upset. But you must realize that now I must leave my money in trust for the new baby. And after all, dear, you really have no need of it. The inn must be making a splendid profit.
You're changing your will.
I've written to my solicitor, putting everything, well, almost everything, in trust for the child. I shall speak to Patrick when I return to London.
I see.
There. I felt sure you would, dear. I'm remarkably fit for my age, but all the same, I think it would be unwise of me to leave such an important matter until I return to London next month.
I thought a will had to be drawn up by a lawyer.
Well, it may not be written on the usual legal form, but I assure you it is a valid document. And I got those two charming Americans to witness my signature. You do see why I must do this, don't you, dear? Naturally, you'll get something. Probably some of my jewelry.
Where is it, the letter?
She's just posted it. It'll go on the morning boat.
Oh, no, it won't.
Oh, Dave.
Take it out of the box.
But suppose she phones or sends a cable.
Why should she now that she's written? Is it legally binding?
Yes. A will can be written on anything, as long as it's dated and witnessed, and she makes it clear that it supersedes all previous wills. I know. I went through it all when Giles died.
I'd get the letter.
Now?
Yeah, now.
Oh, Dave, you don't...
Go on.
Frank, would you do something for me? I think I left the ferry timetables in my office.
I think I could, miss.
You'll find them on my desk.
Right.
Well,
Now what?
we can burn this for a start.
Oh, darling, what difference does it make? She'll be back home in 5 weeks.
And it's perfectly obvious that she mustn't go back. Ever.
No, Dave.
Look at it, Claire. Come on, have a look around you. How can you bear to lose all this?
We don't have any choice. We'll have to sell.
Not if I have anything to do with it, we won't.
Oh, Dave, let me talk to her. If I show her how much we need the money,
That
I'm sure
hard-faced old bat, if she thinks we've made a mess of this hotel, what chance do you really think you've got?
Good money after bad. God, I can hear her saying it right now. I'm not gonna give her the satisfaction of turning you down. Anyone who goes swimming in the sea at her age is asking for trouble. Especially early in the morning when there's no one else around.
That's ridiculous. She's strong as an ox.
And who's gonna be surprised if an old lady dies suddenly? But there's no point in my arranging a little accident if this letter isn't burnt. Come on.
There's to be a barbecue tomorrow night, I understand.
Yes. Will you join us?
I think not, dear. But since I'm to be kept awake till all hours tomorrow, I shall retire early tonight. Will you send a pot of tea to my room in 10 minutes?
Certainly.
Good night, Claire.
Good night.
Has she gone to bed?
Yes, she's gone to bed. She wants the tea in her room.
That's perfect.
No, Dave.
Are you taking her the tea?
Yes, they're making her a fresh pot, but... No.
Do it. Put the sleeping pills in the tea. Look, we may never have a chance like this again. In that herbal brew of hers, she'll never taste the difference.
Oh, there must be another way. There must be. I need more time to think.
Think? What is there to think about? About losing this place? Is that what you want to think about? God damn it, Claire. Your husband died making this place perfect. Are you just going to stand aside and allow that autocratic old witch to snatch it away from you? Thanks, Manny.
Come in. Oh, Claire. Thank you, my dear.
Did I tell you I had a card from Maggie Patton?
Really?
Yes. It took 2 weeks to get here.
I just hope Mr. Bridgenorth has received my letter, and Mrs. Bradley. I've written to her constantly. She never replies.
Oh, I'm sure she will. You know how dreadful the mail is here. Well, I'll say good night. There's such a lot to be organized for this wretched barbecue.
Good night, Claire.
Good night.
We'll give her a couple of hours. 2 o'clock. We'll move at 2, okay?
What about
What
footprints?
do you mean, footprints?
In the sand.
The tide will wash them out by morning. It's no problem. I'll tip her over on the far side of the reef. The current should take us south, away from the island.
But the body will be washed up somewhere. There'll be an inquest.
So what'll they find? A few grains of barbiturate, so she took some sleeping tablets to help her sleep.
Dave, I don't think I can go through with this.
We can't go back now.
Yes, we can. We'll let her sleep it off. She'll never know.
I need you. I can't do it alone.
Alicia. Aunt Alicia.
She's out cold. Come on.
I can't touch her.
Get round the other side of the bed. I'll hold her while you get her into her swimming costume. Yeah.
What about the tea?
Get rid of it when you come back.
What's going on?
That body got washed up on Great Seal.
Huh?
Ms. Augsworth's aunt.
No.
It's true. Missing for over a week.
Such a sad loss.
They're not even going to ship the body home.
A dignified burial at sea.
We must cable Patrick and Mrs. Bradley.
And the solicitor.
Oh, no, not Mr. Bridgenorth. We don't want to seem greedy. He'll get the news soon enough.
How long do wills take to be probated in England?
Look what I've got here, Monty. Another letter from your mummy, all the way from the Caribbean. Well, Monty, what has Mummy done now? Good morning. Bridgenorth, Simpson and Penworthy. Might I speak to Mr. Bridgenorth, please? Nora Bradley, housekeeper to Miss Alicia Hawksworth. Thank you. Has Mummy been a silly Billy? Hello? Mr. Bridgenorth? I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Bridgenorth, but I've just received a letter from Miss Alicia. Yes, from the West Indies. Well, I think she must have put it in the wrong envelope because it was addressed to me, but the letter was written to you. So you'll probably get the one she wrote to me. I thought I'd better let you know at once because it looked rather important. Something to do with the changing of her will.